Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Fishing with Daniel. Today we are not fishing. If you saw the short that I posted yesterday and today, I just got a new dog. And so I've been working with him and getting him ready and training him the simple stuff. So this video is just going to go over my gear, all my fishing gear, all my rods and all my lures and everything that I use. Now there is some stuff missing because I do need to restock, but I'll show you that when I do get them. So yeah, let's open up my tackle box and let's get started. So first, we are gonna do like the hooks and weights and everything. So in this container, this is just weights, bobbers, jig heads, swivels, basically all my retying on things like bobbers and stuff. Split shots. Here's all my split shots. They're called Water Gremlin. It's the variety pack, so you get different ounces and stuff. I have jig heads like this. I have different jig heads and stuff like that. I got catfish hooks, differing from different hooks and stuff. I have my fingernail clippers for cutting line. I have these for getting out the hooks and stuff. I have a bag of bobber stops in here. Got some size 8 bluegill hooks. I got some slip bobbers. Got the little clip-on bobbers. I got some catfish hooks. I don't know what ounce these are, but these are at least between 6 to 10 ounces, I think. But I have 2 of those. I have 2 different size treble hooks. I have bass hooks, catfish hooks, bluegill hooks. I have these little beads that you put on swivels and stuff. So that's in the first box. And I got these yesterday. All these. These are 5/0 circle hooks. These are also 5/0 circle hooks. And then we got 3 bags of 3/4 ounce weights. We got 3 bags of those. So I'm gonna put these in the first tackle box that I showed you. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, in that container I do have a pair of scissors too, for cutting the line or cutting whatever. The next tackle box is like the poppers, basically all my artificial lures, swim baits, jigs, and spinner baits, crank baits, spinners, frogs. I have my frog. I have all my poppers. I have a lot of poppers. This is my oldest popper. There's that one. It's like a flashy minnow. And here's a frog one. There's a black one, and here's like a tiny little bluegill looking one. Here's two spoons. Different colors, red and pink. Here's a bluegill swim bait. Here's a bunch of spoons. We got a spoon like this. We have silver spoons like this. And then we got this one. And then we got a silver of these. Here's my smaller crankbaits. Like a blue, gold, and silver crankbait. Here is my orange and black crankbait. And here's a bigger silver and blue crankbait. Here's my really big crankbaits. This is like a yellow, what does this remind me of? Like a sun bass or something. Here's like a copper or gold shiny one. And then here's like a salmon or a trout looking one. Here's this frog. Now, funny story about this one. I didn't buy this one. I found it in the Wabash River, just floating there, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up. Have this. It's like a little, what do they call these? Like a jig thing. I have never caught a fish on this yet. I got a few spinner baits. I got different color jig heads, and here's a white one, and here's a black and yellow one. We got some of these. And here's a black and gold one. Here is a black and white one. Now this one's a diver. This one floats on top. And then we have a pink and silver one. So that's in my second box. This box is just all my soft plastics and like my watermelon seed crawdads, all my wacky worms, all my little twisty tails, all my little bluegill tubes. I have these big swim baits in here. That's pretty much all in this box. And then you've probably heard of these. Crappie magnet. I haven't used these, I just bought them. They come with jig heads, bobbers, and here, I'll show you. Here's all the colors you get. So you got white and clear, green. You get all different sorts of colors. I haven't really used this yet, but hopefully we'll probably make a video on trying to catch fish with that. Now we're gonna move on to the rod. Move on to the rods. The first one is just a little ugly stick Dock Demon. This is a medium, 36-inch pole. Nice little reel. This is my bluegill setup. We have a catfish rod. This is a Shakespeare Tiger rod. I got this. This is a Walmart combo. This one's my dad's old one. It is a Daiwa, and it is a medium 6-foot rod. The reel is a Daiwa. So is the pole rod. This is a heavy duty reel and rod combo. Really heavy duty. I got some bass rods over there. The bass rod is just a Walmart Zebco combo. I got a few nets. I got a bait caster outside in the shop. I have 2 catfish rods out there. One of them's from Cabela's and the other one's just a Walmart combo. In my tackle box, I have all these. These are like a 7.5-inch swirly tail worm. These are like a grub. It's like a chartreuse, or like a lime green. These are my favorite. These are white ice fluke. I've caught a lot of bass on those. And then here's some artificial salmon eggs. I got this in the salmon kit I got at Cabela's. We got some of those tubes. We got some power bait yellow perch, little artificial baby perch. And we got like this spinner grub thing. It's a weedless combo. Here's another color of those tube. It's like a maroon and lime green. These are good for catching panfish or bait. These are the power bait crappie, little crappie bites. That's what they look like. Just little pink, like little dough. They're little dough bait things, and they work really good for bait and stuff. Now I used to tie fly fishing lures and like jig heads and stuff. So I will show you some of those. Here's this jig head that I made. It doesn't look the best, but I'll clean it up. There we go. It's like a moth or something without the wings. Here's this one. Yellow head, gold body. I made a lot of these little thin white and yellow head ones. Here's another white and yellow head one. This one's a little bit thicker. Here's some bugs that I made. There's a wing. Now those are pheasant feathers. I tied all these myself. Here's a really big one. This one's for, like, I don't know, big muskie or something. There's a big hook on it. It has 3 feathers. These are all pheasant feathers, so. Here's a little injured bug looking one. Here's a single feather one. Now some of these do sink. Obviously the jig heads do sink. But like this one. Like this one where I tied those little gold eyes on. Those little gold eyes are actually weights. So that's a diving one. Now I did tie a bunch of them. There's just a lot to show you. If you can see them. I do still tie them off and on. Just not as much anymore. I've been mainly fishing a lot. So, yeah. Now here's my fishing scale. It goes up to 50 pounds. It goes up to 50 pounds. It's kind of an old one, but it still works. So yeah, I don't really weigh fish unless they're pretty big, good sized ones, and I know they're big, but so I don't use this very much, but when I do, it works pretty good. And obviously I got my fillet knife and all my fish processing gear. But that's in another container. I do have a fillet knife in my tackle bag. So, yeah, the next 2 videos probably won't be fishing videos. They're probably going to be training my new dog. That's probably going to be videos for quite a while. Just until I get him trained up and ready to hunt. So, if you like training new dogs and like or anything fishing related or anything outdoors, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.